Well, howdy there, Moose fans. Lone Moose here. How you doing? I'm going to be doing some extensions onto my trailer, which I think, let's see, this thing will loosen up and roll. You can see the trailer sitting out there. I've got to extend the sidewalls up some, so I had to buy some steel, and I'm going to actually be bolting this together, not welding it, so that I can take it apart and I don't have to have the extended sidewalls on it all the time. And here comes a good motorcycle. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, you'll be seeing me put some new pipes on my bike here in the next couple of days. But anyway, back to focus. In order to cut this 2-inch square tubing and 2-inch angle iron that I've bought, considering that my chop saw is already up in Alaska, I had bought this bandsaw from Harbor Freight. Oh God, 8 months ago or more probably. It was going to get shipped up to Alaska in the May of 2022 shipment, but I ran out of money for how much feed I could afford to use, so this got held back and will go up in next year's. And so I figured, well, since it's here, why don't I just go ahead and use it, and cut this stuff up, make it look neat. And then I'll have to take it inside, and use the drill press, drill the holes and stuff in it, and then one of my cordless drills to drill holes in the trailer frame out there, because like I said, I'm going to bolt this together. So I'm going to do a kind of a product review here, unboxing on it and set it up. So this is a Central Machinery 1 horsepower 4-inch by 6-inch horizontal vertical metal cutting bandsaw. Harbor Freight's product number is 62377 if you're interested in one. It is kind of heavy. The box itself I think is about 125, 130 pounds. So I'm going to get to work unboxing this and see what all we got in here and what we have to do to put it together. So let me kind of raise this up just a little bit, make sure, there we go, get the maximum. Now Luke wants to get in the picture. He's the old man of the pack at 6 years old. So let me crawl over things and get started taking this out of the box. Now kind of at this point, you can see me from about mid-chest down, but you're more interested in seeing this device than you are seeing me anyway, so. Yeah, it says 60 kilograms. So a kilogram is 2.2 pounds. So it's definitely over 100 pounds. 120 pounds, I mean. And that's something you want to drop on your feet. And by the way, just to give you fair warning, the dogs are probably going to go absolutely crazy here in a few minutes. I've got some things coming from Amazon that, according to their delivery tracker, should be showing up here just about any time now. So you'll get the full dog effect. Let's see, can you still see the box? Yeah, you can still see all the box. So let's see what they gave us here. Obviously, the requisite instruction box, plans rather. Little things I guess we'll figure out as I put it together. It's a good thing when I was a kid that I absolutely loved playing with erector sets and building things. Okay, that's got all kinds of neat little toys in it. Cute little bitty tiny wheels. Looks like they got roller bearings inside of them. Gotta love the Harbor Freight bag of bolts, nuts, and screws. Yeah, the two with the rubber on the end are going to be feet. I'm not sure what the other parts are yet. Okay, styrofoam piece number one comes off. Now we're into what you might call the belly of the beast. Let me get this out of my way. I'll be right back. Got some more good stuff in it. That's probably the axle for the wheels, if I was a betting person. And real meat and potatoes. Okay, I'm going to set this thing down, get rid of the rest of this styrofoam in the box, and look through the instructions and see what we got to do to build this baby doll. I'll be back in a minute or three, or 10 or 20 or 30 or more. Let's see, still see the box? Yeah, you can still see all the box. So let's see what they gave us here. Obviously, the requisite instruction box. Plans, rather. Little things I guess we'll figure out as I put it together. It's a good thing when I was a kid that I absolutely loved playing with erector sets and building things. Okay, that's got all kinds of neat little toys in it. Little bitty tiny wheels. Looks like they got roller bearings inside of them. Gotta love the Harbor Freight bag of bolts, nuts, and screws. Yeah, the two with the rubber on the end are going to be feet. I'm not sure what the other parts are yet. Okay, styrofoam piece number one comes off. And now we're into what you might call the belly of the beast. Let me get this out of my way. I'll be right back. Got some more good stuff in it. That's probably the axle for the wheels, if I was a betting person. And real meat and potatoes. Okay, I'm going to set this thing down, get rid of the rest of this styrofoam in the box, and look through the instructions and see what we got to do to build this baby doll. I'll be back in a minute or three, or 10 or 20 or 30 or more. Okay, Moose fans, let's see if we can put this thing together. It's been a couple of days since I shot the first segment. And I was trying to do this morning, but it just got so hot that I could not even stand to be out here. So, let's see, we got to start by building the base frame here. Boom, boom, boom. It looks like most of that. And we need number 6 nut And ding ding. Yeah. 6 nut, 8 washer, 9 bolt. Well, howdy there, Moose fans. Sunday morning, back at it again. It's already quite warm and humid. Try and get as much done as I can. Did some late night reading last night and found out a few things. So I've already had to take apart everything that I put together yesterday and go back and put lock washers on each one of these 6 bolt nut assemblies holding this together. And the reason is, there's a whole bunch of them in there, but it's not addressed in the instructions. What's also not addressed in the instructions are these little things. These are the feet. They go on the opposite end from the wheels. In here like so. So this was not addressed either. If I can get it, I can't even tell here in the screen because there. These things. And there's also another set, another bracket without the feet on it that it doesn't say what to do with, so I'm not doing anything with that. But let me get these put on. Building Harbor Freight projects is almost as much fun as building IKEA projects. Back to the book. Alright, so shows the motor end going on the wheel end. Because the next thing you got to do is pick this beast up and set it on here. Somehow, some way. Get these extra pieces out of my way. For right now, they're not extraneous pieces, they're just not ready to be used. I'll back this up a little bit. All right. With assistance and adequate lifting device, carefully set the bandsaw on top of the stand assembly. Place the motor end of the saw at the wheeled end of the stand, making sure the upper section of the stand fits inside the base of the saw. Line the mounting holes, blah, blah, blah. Secure it in place, bolts, nuts, washers. Doot, 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 doot. Okay. Now, of course, I don't have an extra set of hands that can do heavy lifting. So, I'm it. We'll see how this goes. This thing is not light. I will tell you that right up front. Get the water. Or smart, I put my gloves on. Then again, y'all know this is me we're talking about. Smart or not, here are the gloves. Oh, this is going to be fun. I wonder if it would be easier doing it this way, because these are going to have to be pried apart to get in there. Unless that fits inside. And I think that fits inside. It does. Okay. So, kind of like that. Put this right here. Now I got it all cattywampus. Actually, might be better over this way so you can actually see what I'm doing. So, same kind of deal, only bigger bolts, nuts, and washers. Let's see if we get number one to go back in there. And there's enough room to get these started, which is really all I want, because once I get them all started, then I can come in and stand it up, tighten them up. All right, one started. See if we're lucky enough to do it again. Tighten this one just a little bit because it's not on there real good. Get this on there. Come back here. Those weren't the ones I wanted. These are the ones I wanted. Number 14 and 9/16 because I don't have 2/14. I don't want to torque it down too much, just enough so it don't pop off on me. Okay. All right. There's actually 6 bolts for this thing. That's kind of weird. It's up under there. Okay. Yeah, I'm already sweating, and I basically don't sweat. That's how high the damn humidity is here. And almost no breeze. There is just a tiny, but not much. All right. Hot diddly darn. Okay. Looks like I am short 2 washers. Or more. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. There's one. It would be 3 washers. Nope, 2 more. I just gotta find them. I'm pretty sure I had them all out there. All right, now let's set this thing up. Get the other 2 in. slow progress. Am I even taking a video of anything? Alright, the next thing it shows doing is attaching this device. This is the what they call the stock stop, which slides in here, and you torque it down with an Allen wrench here, and then there's an Allen screw on this that you can adjust this in and out if you want to be able to block your material you're cutting so it only comes so far, and then you get consistent length cuts. But I'm not going to put that on right now because I'm not going to be using it. Okay, now we're going to put the belt housing on. And again, directions are very unclear. It says, position the pulley cover over the spindle shaft 97 and motor shafting. Align the mounting hole in the pulley cover with the mounting hole in the body frame, number 93. Secure the pulley to the bandsaw, pulley cover to the bandsaw with 1 screw, 89, spring washer, 7, flat washer, 8. Refer to figure E. Well, first off, there is no one hole if you look at this thing. The best way this is going to fit is like this and like this, and you can see there's 2 holes and 2 screws in there, and that's where this is going to mount to right now. And then this part of it with the motor, well, the pulley and everything will hold all of that in place. So as that is said, let me put these back in. I already took these out. They're Phillips head screws. By using 2 of these, it's going to line it up to where it's supposed to be, so that that shaft is centered in the hole. That's our goal. Okay, so now that's in place. Next, we're going to attach the spindle pulley and the motor pulley. Okay, motor pulley is here. Motor pulley is the smaller of the 2. This one. And it's also got a, we're going to pull that around to where that key stop is on top for both of them. And then the larger pulley goes to the gearbox. Both are Allen set, both have key stops. So, that's what we're going to do next. And we're going to use their Allen wrenches. Make sure we got the right one here. Okay. And smaller goes on the motor end, larger goes on this end. So, still see what I'm doing? Yep. You can do this without cutting my hand off and or losing my thing. That keyway. Alright. Now the way these things work, and we're going to stand it off just a little bit because we don't want it rubbing against the housing. So, and then Tighten off the Allen key. And the Allen key basically tightens down onto that keyway, that little bar. To hold everything in place. Like so. That was the gearbox you heard there. Alright, now we do the same thing again over here. This one's going to be a bit more of a challenge, just because I got to hold it up while I get it started here. Okay, that went down too far. That's what I didn't want to have happen. More of that. And get that keyway back up there where it belongs. That was the problem. Now I'm using my leg here. Alright, we'll do it this way. That's interesting. There. That should do it. Now, where did my Allen wrench go? It was just here. My ghost is pestering, playing with me again, dang it. Hate it when she does this crap. I didn't put it in my pockets. I didn't put it back up here. Not there. Well, crap. It's here. It's in plain sight. I know it. There it is. I told you it was hiding from me. Hey, Jax. Alright, put that over there. Alright, now we got to put the belt on it. Alright, what this does with these pulley rings in here, depending on where you set your belt on the motor pulley and on the drive pulley, will determine your speed. And you got 80 feet per minute, 120 or 200 feet per minute. And there's a chart in the book that tells you where you want it to be. Now, I'm going to set mine up at 120 feet per minute. which is the middle ring for each one of these. So you pull your motor forward, and turning these, it feeds into there. Okay, just like that. Loosen the bolt 108. Okay, that's this bolt right here. And place the V-belt around the top grooves. I'm putting it on the middle. Adjust the position of the motor to obtain approximately a 1/2 inch depression in the V-belt when applying pressure with your thumb. Retighten the bolt. So, that gets the bigger Allen wrench. A little bit looser than I want it. That's just about right. So you can see, can't put it right up directly overhead. What I'm doing here, okay, that's where I want it, right there. And then tighten this nut back down. I get this little, it's back up here where you can see again, hopefully. And you got this little device here. This goes on, that's just your, helps keep the cover closed, and then pops it open. Boom to that. See, if you wanted to use it for horizontal or for vertical cutting in that configuration, then you've got this little plate that can somehow or another fit in here and put it down, and then you can actually do horizontal cuts with it too. But I'm not going to do that right now. That's not part of my mission right at the moment. Okay, so if I have it locked in the vertical position, but I don't see any plate that locks it in the vertical position. So let's take a look at something else here. And that is this plate right here. Okay, which is adjustable here, and that's how you lock your stock into place. Now, I'm not quite sure how. So I'm going to run this all the way in. Put this where I want it, right about there. And then I'm going to tighten that down. That looks to be a little bit bigger than a 14 millimeter. And it is. What else have I got handy here that might work? Let's try a 3/4. 3/4 is too big. All right. too tight. I want to make sure that plate is parallel with the saw blade, perpendicular to it. And I can't do that because I got the rollers in the way. But eyeballing it, I can say it looks good. Okay. Okay, so what do I think of their metal cutting bandsaw? And this is not an expensive saw. They make one that's much more expensive than this. Let's see, does this have the horsepower rating on it? Not right off the top of my head, but I was thinking it was a half horse. They got a 3/4 or a 1 horse. Anyway, this is their smaller one. I like it. Their product number for this was 62377, and ganja. Sorry, dogs barking at the lady across the street. You know, for the mild metal that I would be cutting, it works really, really good. You know, I bought a couple of spare blades from Harbor Freight when I bought this. They're in the building in there. But, you know, once you figure out some of the little quirks, because I can tell you right now, the instruction book does not tell you that. So what do you need to put this together if you're doing it yourself? 10 millimeter, 14 millimeter wrenches, and what is it? 11/16 for this right here. You need a hammer, and when you get ready to cut, you need something that's approximately the same height as this platform to keep your metal level. My rolling metal stand back there is actually too tall, so I was using my stool. Hey, it worked. The instructions don't tell you everything. Like I mentioned earlier, you know, I went back, I put lock washers on all of the initial bolts holding the legs and the tool stand together, the wheels on it. It didn't tell you what to do with the rubber feet and stopper on this end, so I did that. Oh, you need a pair of needle nose pliers to set the cotter pins here. And I mean, overall, so far, early impressions, really nice. I had bought this to take up to Alaska, but it didn't make the shipment last time, so you know, here it is on this. I had it. I need to cut this metal. I need to cut pretty straight, so I figured I'd give it a try. So at this point, it's a go. In fact, I think I'm going to talk to Dad tonight and see if he wants me to bring it back to West Virginia, because he's still doing some metal work. I don't know if he'd be interested in it or not. Ain't no way to tell. But would I recommend it? Yes. Would I recommend following the instructions completely? No. They're just not accurate. And I will at some point, you know, put that stand on here, the little plate where I can do vertical cutting like this. Most of the cutting I'll do is going to be horizontal. But yeah, I'm happy with it so far. So this is Lone Moose out on this end.